Nintendo paid to have exclusive hands on the successor to what is now Capcom's best-selling game of all time, Monster Hunter World. So you can bet your left kidney they're gonna go all out in trying to grab all the attention they can from World's colossal success, including putting a Monster Hunter rep in Smash. Welcome to Zany Theories 3! By the way, I predicted Master Chief in Fortnite. Once upon a time, a somewhat credible leak from 2016 has it that Sony signed a deal with Capcom to get exclusive access to Monster Hunter World, the next big Monster Hunter game that Capcom were gambling on to become a hit worldwide, hence the name World. In fact, they even allude to this in interviews, saying that this risk of targeting a worldwide audience instead of their guaranteed 4 million domestic market was mitigated by Sony's support. That's because Capcom wanted to bring Monster Hunter to the West, while Sony were hoping that a home console Monster Hunter title would push PS4 sales in Japan if they had exclusivity. Now that's because portable consoles are bigger in Japan, and traditionally Monster Hunter games in Japan sold the most on portable devices like the 3DS and PS Vita. But with the series becoming one of the best-selling franchises in Japan, Sony knew that getting exclusive access to the next big Monster Hunter game would definitely boost PS4 sales in Japan. And you know what? They were absolutely right. 2018's Monster Hunter World was the first new Monster Hunter game made for consoles in 9 years since the third game came out for the Wii, and it absolutely blew all expectations whatsoever. In just over a year, World had sold 12 million copies worldwide, had become the best-selling and fastest-selling Capcom game of all time, and the best-selling Capcom game outside of Japan, with record-breaking numbers on Steam. And it scored PS4 its second highest selling hardware week ever in Japan. Exactly what Sony was hoping for. Now fast forward to today, and the game is a worldwide sensation with 17 million copies sold worldwide, and 9 million of those were from the West, an exponential leap from the previous game, 3DS's Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which only sold a mere 1 million copies in the West. Not only that, but World also sold 6 million copies on PC worldwide, proving to Capcom that PC is also a strong, untapped market. And domestically, the game sold a bit over 3 million copies in Japan, certainly below previous titles, but still an impressive feat. So imagine Monster Hunter becoming a colossal worldwide success right when the series skipped a portable Nintendo console. Yeah. And what's more, that leak I mentioned, it stated that Sony specifically forbade Monster Hunter World from coming to the Switch, and Nintendo caught wind of that. Imagine the salt. So, Capcom was recently hit with a massive 1 terabytes worth of data breach. The leaked data suggests that Capcom wanted to bring Monster Hunter Rise to PC as well, which is obvious after World's massive success on PC markets. But then Nintendo actually paid them between $15 to $22 million for timed exclusivity on Switch. Yeah. Which means that Nintendo is literally riding on the shoulders of Monster Hunter World's colossal success with an exclusive successor at hand. And you're telling me they're gonna go waste such a unique opportunity? No way. You can bet your left kidney they're gonna fully leverage their position and utilize every possible outlet to grab all the attention from Monster Hunter's massive success, including all the millions of new fans coming from PlayStation and PC backgrounds. And they're gonna center it around the Switch ecosystem. It's Nintendo's time to reclaim Monster Hunter from Sony. And of course, they're going to use their biggest marketing platform as one of their ace cards, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's not the first time Nintendo is using Smash to leverage one of Japan's biggest gaming franchises. The two biggest, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, are already wrapped as DLC. Recall how Dragon Quest XI for Switch got an unusual lot of marketing push by Nintendo in the West. That's because Nintendo was publishing the game in the West, and Square Enix also wanted to bring the franchise to the West, for which Smash Ultimate was used as a marketing platform. I mean, Smash was even given special permission to allow the heroes to fight each other and other characters for the first time ever. If Dragon Quest is a bigger franchise, imagine what Monster Hunter would be okay with in Smash. So what about Capcom then? They've literally realized the potential of Monster Hunter on a worldwide scale, so they're actually expecting Monster Hunter Rise to outsell Monster Hunter World in terms of worldwide console sales, which means selling at least 10 million copies on Switch alone. That's insane. And despite the massive success, the producer says that they still need to keep going and pushing the brand even further globally. So Capcom is fully on board with marketing Monster Hunter Rise to the max, which would include wanting the massive free expansion from being Smash DLC. And lastly, Hunter is a very requested character in Japan for obvious reasons. While it's been requested in the West as well, I'm sure the massive influx of new fans from World will broaden that appeal substantially, and Nintendo will want to snatch all those millions of new Monster Hunter fans coming from a PlayStation or PC background. So a Monster Hunter rep in Smash satisfies three parties. 1. Nintendo. Nintendo has a paid-for exclusive Monster Hunter game on Switch following World's massive success, so they need to maximize exposure and marketing push, which they need to use to win back brand association and attract all those millions of new Monster Hunter fans coming from World, including PlayStation and PC owners, to get people to buy Switches just for Monster Hunter Rise. And they're gonna want to sweeten the deal by putting Monster Hunter rep in Smash. So you have new fans in the Switch ecosystem, which means more profits for Nintendo. It's worth the payoff. 2. Capcom. They're expecting Monster Hunter Rise to outsell Monster Hunter World in terms of worldwide console sales. That means more than 10 million copies on Switch alone. And they want to keep pushing the franchise even further globally, and they want to target a younger generation. So to achieve that, they cannot be stingy, which means they'd be on board with the free exposure from being in Smash DLC. 3. Fans. It's a very requested character, especially in Japan, since it's the third biggest franchise there. Also, Nintendo has a large new worldwide fan base to attract, coming from PS4 and PC backgrounds. They're going to want to leverage that. So Nintendo has a platform for mass marketing that would benefit both Nintendo and Capcom, while also giving fans what they want. It's a win-win-win situation, or a triple win as I call it. I've been meaning to make this video for months, but only got around being lazy recently, and was really pushed when the Direct was announced for today, so I'm eagerly waiting for the next DLC reveal just as much as you are, but I really wanted to get this theory out because I've been working like really long time on it, so no matter what happens, let's just watch that Nintendo Direct and enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Hi, Prit from the future here. Everything prior to right now is recorded a few hours before the reveal of Rex Pyra, and yeah, my prediction was wrong. However, I still humbly stand by all the points I made in this video, and I still believe that Monster Hunter has a very high chance of being one of the next two DLCs. Timing-wise, Monster Hunter would have been perfect as a DLC 9, coinciding perfectly with Rise's release, and the game has even sold over 6 million copies on Switch alone in just over a month. But you know, I figured COVID might have messed up internal plans for Sakurai. I've written an extensive post with more on this, and linked it in the description below, so please read that if you have time. Right now, I'm leaning more towards Monster Hunter being DLC 11, as someone like Sora would be perfect for E3 this year. Stay Zane.